Snitches end up in ditches. It's a code of the street, according to this Hopkinsville ex-con who admits to once dealing drugs. The former drug dealer is now back in jail, claiming police are out to get him because he has publicly embarrassed them. Now, as strange as his story may sound, our exclusive Fox 17 investigation has uncovered the records to support some of this bizarre tale. A warning before you choose to hear this story: it does contain adult language and content not appropriate for children. His street name is Meaty Bones. At 6'2", 250 pounds, it's easy to see how Robert Jackson got the nickname. It's not so easy to see how he ended up here in the Christian County Jail with a bullet hole in his leg. Jackson says it started with his March 23rd arrest in Christian County. The Kentucky State Police arrest report calls it only a traffic stop. The arresting officer testified he'd pulled the car over for driving 2 miles over the speed limit. But sources close to the investigation tell Fox 17 the stop occurred because police were tipped off that Jackson had drugs. The arrest report notes Jackson had to be stunned with a taser after refusing to put his hands behind his back. Troopers claim to have found a small amount of marijuana and heroin in the crease of Jackson's buttocks. Jackson explains how he ended up handcuffed and naked on the side of the road.
So he said, "Pull down your pants." I pulled down my pants. I said, "What you doing, sir?" I'm like, "You can't do this to me out here." He said, "We could do whatever we want to do." So he said, "Pull down your drawers." I'm naked. My pants down. So now I'm on a car. They said, "Toot your butt open." So I feel I'm on the ground naked. They tased me while I was on the ground. Then he put the gloves on and jammed his hand up my butt. And I was hollering, I said, "Oh, help me, Lord, help me, help me." They say, "Shut the f up, shut up." So then they left me on the ground for a long time, on the ground naked. I say, "Sir, could y'all at least pull my pants up?" People still from this day said that they saw. They didn't know it was me, but they said that they saw. They said, "Oh man, look, they got this guy naked on the side of the road."
Before you think Jackson is just another ex-con trying to make the police look bad, consider what he says happened at his preliminary hearing. Jackson claims the prosecution agreed to drop the case against him if he stipulated troopers had probable cause to strip search him and tase him. Jackson refused.
I was sitting right in this jail before I let these people think they could just do me any type of way.
Prosecutors dropped the case against Jackson, which included tampering with evidence, resisting arrest, heroin trafficking, and marijuana possession. Jackson claims it's because a Fox 17 crew was present for the hearing, and prosecutors didn't want the details of his arrest made public.
So they didn't want to have a hearing because the Fox News was right there. So they come back and say, "They releasing you." Out of nowhere.
In an effort to find out exactly what happened during Jackson's March arrest, Fox 17 contacted both the Hopkinsville Police and Christian County Sheriff's Department requesting dash cam footage and arrest information. Both departments declined to comment, telling Fox 17 it's a Kentucky State Police case. Following a Fox 17 public records request, Kentucky troopers produced this arrest report, but claimed no dash cam video existed and sent a copy of this email that shows the arresting trooper turned in a work order 4 days prior to the arrest, indicating his dash cam wasn't working. Why was the trooper allowed to continue driving a car without a working dash cam? And what are the Kentucky State Police policies concerning functioning dash cams in their cars? We asked both of those questions in this public records request to the Kentucky State Police, but they declined to answer, writing, quote, "Your request for information is denied," end quote. The Kentucky State Police also made no mention of dash cam footage from the other officers on the scene at Jackson's arrest. Besides the arresting trooper, the KSP report shows 4 more troopers present, as well as officers from the Christian County Sheriff's Department and Hopkinsville Police Department. 7 law officers from 3 different agencies were present, but Kentucky State Police can produce no dash cam video. Jackson has his own theories about why no video exists.
I feel like it's racial. I think it's real racial down here in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. They want to cover up the stuff what they do wrong to people down here.
Jackson says Hopkinsville police pulled him over again, claiming those in the car weren't wearing seatbelts.
I feel like it's harassment because they know March the 23rd what happened. They know they messed up, so I guess they trying to cover themselves up. I don't know what they doing.
Jackson also makes the allegation that police told their informant that Jackson snitched
to get out of jail. That informant came looking for him last week to enforce the street code of putting snitches in ditches.
He was shooting at me, man. I know the guy was shooting at me. He was trying to kill me. He shot like about 5 shots, 6 shots. I don't understand this. That's how you know the police so crooked down here. They letting this man be an informant going around shooting a gun?
When Hopkinsville police arrived at the scene of the shooting, their report shows Jackson and 3 passengers in the car with him were all shot in the leg or hip. Police found a bag of crack and a small amount of marijuana in the back seat where Jackson was riding. Police charged Jackson with violating his parole. And now you know how he ended up here in jail with a bullet hole in his leg.
Well, when troopers arrested Jackson March 23rd, he was a passenger in a car he says was driven by his cousin, Muriel Robinson. Jackson says troopers also strip searched her right there on the side of the road. But we find no mention of her in Jackson's arrest report by Kentucky State Police. KSP reports no disciplinary action for the officers involved in the arrest. However, Fox 17 has learned those officers were required to attend 8 hours of search and seizure training and attend a constitutional law class.